Hello, I'm Lelda Smits, and joining me from oil and gas explorer WHL Energy is Managing Director David Rowbottam. David, welcome back to FNN.
Thanks, Lelda. Appreciate the opportunity to speak to you and your subscribers.
Wonderful. Now, WHL Energy has recently started work on a major 3D seismic acquisition program off the coast of the Republic of Seychelles. Could you give us some background on how you got to this stage and provide an update on progress?
Thanks, Lelda. WHL Energy first acquired its flagship asset, being the large offshore acreage position in the Seychelles, back in 2010. And since that time, it had undertaken some high-class exploration work, including the acquisition of a very large 2D seismic survey in 2011. That survey of almost 8,000 line kilometres was critical in WHL Energy successfully developing an exploration model for the Seychelles, which allowed it to complete a farm-out campaign. That campaign was successfully concluded earlier this year with London-listed leading African explorer Ophir Energy taking 75% and operatorship of the acreage position. And as the first working commitment in that acreage, Ophir has commenced a 3D seismic acquisition program with a value cap of $17 million. At the moment, that program has now commenced, and as of the weekend, they have reached a 46% complete mark and are continuing to progress subject to a crew change in the Seychelles.
Terrific. Now, you recently advised data obtained from the Junon 3D seismic survey will provide a significant upgrade to the understanding of your large Seychelles exploration area. Can you explain this process and why it will benefit?
Yes, Lelda, very exciting for us. The waters off the Seychelles coast are underexplored with very limited seismic coverage. The original 2D seismic acquisition completed by WHL in 2011, for example, had a line spacing grid of 4 kilometres. And while that's quite wide, the survey we're now looking at, being the first 3D marine seismic survey over our acreage, is also being conducted by Ophir, is also only the third that's been concluded in the Seychelles. So it's an incremental addition to the information available. And the 3D seismic survey is important in that the current standard practice within offshore oil and gas industry across the globe is that you need to acquire 3D seismic before you can define drilling targets for offshore drilling. And the 3D provides the necessary degree of spatial resolution to be able to do so. Just as an illustration, a 3D seismic survey you can think about in terms of a CAT scan in that it's multi-dimensional versus just a standard X-ray, which is more aligned to what would be the outcome you only get from a 2D seismic. So it's very exciting to see the upgrade and the quality of the information that's going to be made available to us.
So, David, how long do you expect the survey to take, and when do you expect to receive the results?
Lelda, the survey is progressing well. They've got a crew change at the moment, but expect to recommence early this week. We think it's going to take them another 15 to 20 days to complete the acquisition phase. The survey is on a fixed cost basis, lump sum, and it's within the cost cap, so there's no additional cost payable by WHL Energy. And we expect to receive the first process data set in September and a pre-stack time migration process volume available in December. So look, it's going to be a very exciting period as this information becomes available to us.
So finally, David, you've also mentioned the 3D data will assist in planning for a proposed drilling campaign in your Seychelles permits. What timing would you expect around this decision?
Yes, look, it's too early to forecast the outcome of the 3D seismic because we're actually only in the acquisition phase. We would expect to have a volume available for delivery and interpretation early into next year, which will give the joint venture between ourselves and Ophir plenty of time to plan around when they're going to make a drilling commitment off that information, if indeed a drilling commitment is going to come from the 3D seismic. The Seychelles government, through the petroleum agreement, have extended the permit through to December 2016, which gives the joint venture plenty of time to prepare itself for an appropriate drilling campaign. So all in all, it's a very exciting period as we lead up to that decision and being able to decide from the large, being 1,500 square kilometres, large program, where we might find the best target.
Right, well, David Rowbottam, thank you so much for the update on WHL Energy.
Thanks, Lelda, and I look forward to speaking to yourself and your subscribers again in the future.